And batter up. Beginning next year, Major League Baseball will start using robot umpires. The change was approved this week by the league's 11-member competition committee. Now, human umpires, don't worry, they're not going anywhere. They're still going to be the ones calling balls and strikes. But teams can challenge 2 of those calls per game, which will then be reviewed by this new automated system. Levi Weaver joins us now. He's a staff writer for The Athletic and the writer of The Athletic's MLB newsletter, The Wind-Up. Levi, thanks so much for joining us to talk about all this. This is nothing. This is something quite familiar at this point. The ABS system has already been in place in the minor leagues. It was featured in this year's All-Star game. So is there a sense that this change was going to come no matter what? How is it being perceived now by both fans and players?
Yeah, we've seen it coming for a while now, and I think the delay was just getting a system that was reliable and wouldn't mess up in the middle of a game. I think the reception has been mostly good. Some of the players that had doubts about it after spring training were like, "All right, it's good," because a lot of the calls that you're going to see challenged are not the ones that are like that far, half an inch off of the strike zone, because you only get 2 challenges that you can get wrong. And so if you waste both of those challenges, you don't get any more. So a lot of the challenges we'll see will just be on the egregious ball strike calls, the ones that, viewers at home are looking at it and going, I can tell that was not a strike. How is the umpire calling that? Well, now they can just pat their head like this and it'll be a challenge. The challenge takes 3 to 5 seconds. Okay. And, it comes up on the screen and now we know if it's a ball or a strike.
I mean, this all sounds great whenever you lay it out like that, but are there any potential problems that can play out because of this?
I mean, if you're a big fan of seeing managers get ejected from baseball games, I hate to tell you, this is going to cut down on a lot of that, because instead of yelling at the umpires, there'll just be a challenge. The downside would be, obviously, if it doesn't work, if there's a malfunction in the middle of the game, that could be a problem. You hear people talking about like the accuracy of the strike zone, where it might be a slightly different strike zone than hitters are used to, or that pitchers are used to. But I think that's just a matter of adjustment. I think, the baseball players adjust quickly to a lot of things, and they adjusted to the new rules about the shift very quickly. They adjusted to the new, sizes of the bases very quickly. The pitch clock, this was a huge debate a few years ago, and now it's just a normal part of the sport. So I think that it'll be a fairly easy transition into this new era in the game.
Yeah, still yelling at the umps. That's part of the game. Levi Weaver, thank you very much.